Providence Homebrew coming at you with another beer review. Today I'm here again with Nate and Jim, and today we have got the Narraganset Autocraft. This is a coffee milk stout. Now, granted, there's a lot of backstory and explaining to do, and for that, we're gonna let Nate step up to the plate. This is a beer he brought in.
Autocraft is a coffee milk syrup that you put into your milk. I don't know about out here, but back in the Northeast, we love coffee syrup, and this is what we drank as a kid. Not the beer, but just the syrup.
That's definitely new to me. I don't know about you.
I've never heard of it.
No,
That's
oh
awesome.
yeah, it's a little piece in New England that.
I mean, we're the world of Starbucks and Seattle's best, right?
Yeah. But so they made this stout, and it was pretty good, and I'm brought it here to share with you guys.
So this is a collaboration between Narraganset and then I guess Autocraft being the company that makes the syrup. Is that right?
Yeah.
So here we got now a coffee milk stout, and I got to read this. I just love this. It says, "Made on honor, sold on merit." God, I love that. You know, that's like should be a homebrew theme, really, isn't it right?
Yeah.
So all right, we're gonna get this one cracked open and give it a try. All right, so beautiful head.
Oh yeah.
I gotta say,
it's like khaki
it's a
type bubbles.
very deep brown,
Yeah.
very deep brown color.
Yeah. The body's like
Totally opaque.
black with a little bit of red coming through.
Yeah, it's pretty, and yeah, the khaki head. You're right.
Yeah.
The head is just like a happy little cloud. It makes me smile.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's just like this nice, tight foam, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, it's just creamy. All right, let's get a nose, guys.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah.
That is the Autocraft, and the first time I opened these cans, I smelled it like, why does that remind me of my childhood? It is that good.
You know, if you can't tell, we are not poker players over here, okay? You know, I mean, because we just come out of this with a big bright smell on the faces, and really, you get a bit of that. It makes me think of like a creamer. It does. It makes me think of a creamer.
That's kind of like what it is, but it's, instead of being cream, it's coffee made up in syrup.
Yeah, so you got like this coffee and like the powdered creamer, but they're very, I don't want to say pungent, but it's a strong aroma. It's just like in your face. It's right there.
It reminds me of when I was a kid. My grandparents and parents had the Folgers coffee cans.
Yeah.
And that's what the empty coffee can smelled like.
Yeah.
But better than that. I mean,
But with some cream.
It reminds
with
me
cream.
of that.
Yeah, like the powdered creams you could pour in. Like, yeah exactly that.
It reminds me of that empty coffee can.
Yeah.
And it is. It's like coffee ground. Like, not after, but before. Like, exactly. You stuck your head in the Folgers when you've opened it up.
Yeah.
It's that coffee ground smell.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm so excited to try this.
Cheers.
All right, let's do it, guys.
Thanks again.
Yeah. Hey, my pleasure.
You know what? It's not as sweet as the nose suggests,
Yeah.
but it is still, you know, as a kid, when Folgers also made like crystals, coffee crystals, I stick my finger in and taste it. And that, along with this nice creaminess, is exactly what I'm tasting, because it's a very bold coffee taste to it.
Yeah, it is. I'd have to send you some Autocraft so you know what it is.
The flavor's not as like big, brutal coffee flavor as I guessed it might be from the aroma.
Well, then this is almost 8 months old. So I mean,
And coffee fades dramatically. So,
yeah.
To have this much coffee after 8 months is like
Oh, when you first tasted it, it was like
ridiculous.
awesome.
Nice. It's like the best cold coffee.
Yeah.
With just an awesome milk stout behind it or something. It's just, it's really good.
Well, if this mimics something locally, I could see that on a brewery level, that this would just have gone crazy in the market.
Yeah.
And you got to look at this lacing.
Oh yeah. It's,
I mean, the lacing on this for a coffee stout,
yeah.
this is just ridiculous. I gotta say, it's that instant coffee taste, and
Yeah.
but it's actually pretty good for instant coffee type flavor because I don't want to do this kind of advertising, but Starbucks makes a really good instant coffee, which is great for backpacking people.
Yeah.
And this has got that, but it's got a little bit of the cream on
Yeah.
there, which is
Yeah.
very nice. It's not just the coffee; it's all in
Nice.
there.
Nice.
All right, we've been sitting here for, God knows, at least 20 minutes or more, and and still the nose on this is just
it's fabulous.
it's persistent.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. But
Persistent.
when it just came out, the nose would be just as good as the taste. But the taste has died down a lot in the last like 6 months, 7 months. But it is still really
You would expect that from coffee, and for this to be like 8 months or so old
Yeah.
and have so much coffee flavor really kind of blows my mind. And
Yeah.
Jim really nailed it with, you were talking about the coffee, the Folgers can, right?
The smell of the empty can.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm saying the halfway can,
Yeah.
pulling the plastic little lid up with Grandma as a little kid. God bless Grandma, who give a kid like me coffee. And enough said. But the smell from this is very much like that. If you have any classic thoughts of Folgers in a can or Autocraft or any of this, and then some cream on that, this is a beer that you cannot miss.
Yeah.
Cannot miss.
Well, it's gone now, but maybe they'll release it again this winter again.
I'm telling you, beg, borrow, plead, whatever to get something.
Yeah.
But this is
it's
amazing.
Good.
And
I'd love
The-
to try it fresh.
Yeah.
It sounds awesome.
If they do it again this winter, I will send Kevin a bunch of bottles.
and we'll hold you to it.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
so we've got to rate this as a milk stout. This is a unique, very unique beer. Who is anyone ready to rate this as a milk stout?
I think I can. For the style, I'm gonna give it probably like a 90. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to go too high with it because I don't think it's like a world class or excellent beer, but it's a very good beer.
I was thinking 87 basically for the same reason. Exactly the same reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're all pretty close because I was gonna say for the style I'm gonna go 89.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna jump right in on the overall. Okay, on the overall, there's something about this that throws out the whole world of world-class beers to this nostalgic familiarity that just makes you love this beer. You just cannot help but love this beer.
Yeah.
And then you didn't have to grow up with Autocratic. You don't have to grow up with Folgers or something. And I have to go freaking. I'm jumping into 94 because for me, there's just this nostalgic taste that I'm just loving. So 94 on
Nice.
overall here.
I gotta say the same thing. I'm probably the same grade with you. Like I said, it's not a world class beer. It will never be that. But just the first time that I popped the can open and the smell just like wafted off it and like, man, that smells like my childhood. That is like
Love it first sniff right there.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah. I was going to give it like a 90 overall just because it doesn't matter. It's great that it is so nostalgic.
And I think
It's awesome.
94 is outrageous. I'll tell you right now, 90. But there's just something about this taste and aroma that you gotta love. You gotta love.
Yeah.
Here it is, folks. I don't know if you can find it.
Oh,
You better
probably
be
not.
watching for this. This comes from Narraganset, okay? Autocraft is the company that makes the coffee syrup, but Narraganset's the brewery. You really want to look for this. If you have any fond memories of the early canned coffee at all, and you like beers, this is one that can't be missed. So this is Kevin from Clement's Homebrew saying,
Life's too short.
Drink cheap beers.
and we'll see you in the next beer review. Cheers.
Cheers.